Hi guys and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing a bit of a first for me is doing a totally rinseless wash on my car. No pre-wash, just rinseless. So I'm using DIY Detail into a bucket of warm water. So I'll go ahead and mix that up and let's get on and get this car cleaned. Right guys, just walking on. This car is actually really filthy. I don't usually do a rinseless wash on the car this dirty, but I've just been so busy not had a chance. I thought it's cold, let's use rinseless. I don't want to get all the gear out. I didn't want to use the hose because it was that cold outside. So you can see the car's looking really filthy. Let's see how we get on. I've got I'm a bit scared today to be honest because I usually do a bit of a pre-wash, so it's a straight rinseless for me. So I've got two warm buckets there. I've got my mitts and the sponge there, and I've got a rinse bucket because I am a bit apprehensive because I've never really done it totally with rinses before. So before we get into it, guys, if you're here for the first time, do give the channel a follow, and if you do like the video, please do give it a like. So I like to mix up my solution into one bucket first, then I'll come back in with my IK sprayer and fill it up. Just saves you the headache of figuring out what the dilution ratio is in the pump sprayer. So I just do it together at once. So I'm going ahead and spraying the top. I like to work in a section, so I break the car down. The top, most of the vehicle tends to be less dirty, so I kind of break that down. Maybe around the window line, a bit above the window to the handles. Then I drop down to another section, that middle section of the vehicle going around the whole vehicle, and then I leave the lowers till last because that's where the car is most dirtiest, and I don't want be having all that dirt in the rinse bucket. And also I like to just leave that to the last. So you just want to rinse out the sponge or your wash media there. I think I left a bit too much in there to be honest. And coming across onto the roof to begin with, like I mentioned, so just wiping it down and you can see that clear line. It's full of dirt there. Even that runoff for the car, the rain is just full of dirt, and I think I have got too much solution there because it's dripping and you can see the dirt will coming back onto there. So I'll come around to the other side and then continue and just work into a section at a time. And I'm always just looking at this mate, just see if there's any dirt, but it's hard to see it with it being black. But it's just a bit of a habit I've got. I look, just make sure there's no gritty dirt there. You can see, look at that, there's so much dirt there, but I think that'll take more time, or using some all-purpose cleaner and getting a brush in there, working that. So I'm just dunking it in there, and guys, if you use warm water, honestly, it's such a help, especially in the cold weather. Now I switched over to this noodle pad because the roof, I always miss the middle, so it kind of helps. So I like to keep a couple of options there for myself, so if I'm not feeling too comfortable, I just move on. And I do think this car was a bit too filthy because you could see the dirt lines that I'm coming in, a bit of a secondary wipe up to catch all that dirt that was just left on the car. So just coming around, working down to this next section, coming across with the windows, and just working my way around in a methodical manner. And to be fair, it's doing a bit of a decent job. It's picking up that dirt. So I rinsed it out a bit more, squeezed a bit more out this time. I realised I had too much solution there because then it kind of leaves a lot of the dirt start kind of gets like runny on the panel, on the body, which is not too good because then you have to come in again secondary wipe to get it clean. So I'm just working in this top section, and like I mentioned before, I break it into thirds, so work top, then middle, then just down to the bottom. As I was wiping it, can you see them runs where the dirt is kind of not getting picked up by the mitt? So this is when I kind of moved over to the pad because I felt like it was picking up that dirt better, and maybe the car was just either too dirty or I've got too much solution in the sponge. But when I moved on to the pad, can you see them lines there? It's running down. I felt like the pad was doing a better job than this. Sorry, the pad was doing it better than the sponge. So like again, just pre-treating it, letting the rinseless work and break down and emulsify that dirt. Well, that's what it's supposed to do anyway. And I think it does a good job at it. And then I'll come in with a mitt or a pad. So I picked up my pad, cleaning just the remnants of the top that I missed out, then kind of working myself across. And this is where I try to pay more attention and look into the pad or the sponge when I'm using it to see how dirty it is. Quick flip over, then coming in, wiping up, and then just working in sections there. Now that I moved over onto this side, and then cleaning it up, and then I'll be coming down to the lower section. So this method I usually do it for even when I'm using snow foam. You can see that dirt. I've come in with my secondary mitt. This is for my lowers. See all that dirt I'm picking. I'm kind of like sliding it, rolling my hand over. Got that dirt there, putting it into the rinse bucket, and then I'll go and clean up the other part of the front door. So I'm just kind of trying to limit the dirt that I'm picking up and rinsing it off, coming in and using different mitts. So coming again, just picking it up with the mitt, and then I'll go and rinse it off. And by looking, like, see how filthy this car was. So I'm just being a bit extra cautious. I'm pre-soaking it again because it was that filth there. Just thought I'd pre-soak it again and then give it another clean and just check out and see how much dirt there is, because I'm kind of coming right a bit more down and then catching up with under the wing and seeing how much dirt is. And I think I picked up a leaf when I was doing under this section here, coming around from the back at the bottom here. I picked up a leaf and that was quite filthy. And now I've kind of gone back to the grey pad just to kind of make sure I haven't missed anything, got most of the heavy dirt off, and then just coming in with that pad to clean up anything I missed off. And again on the bonnet again, because as I mentioned before, there were them dirt lines, them runs. Thought I'll come and do it again. And this is it. When it was clean, I went around and did the whole car. I just thought I'd show you a couple of sides. And my luck, whenever you get a car clean, a bird goes and poos on it. And to be fair, I'm really happy with it. So I didn't go for this side. I did on the other side. I thought I'd leave that bumper. As you can see, there are some bits of dirt, as I just showed you there, here, again, there as well. My aim using rinseless is just get the car looking clean. You know, I didn't bother going onto the sills there. I'm not too fussed to get that heavy dirt out. I just wanted to get the car clean, looking presentable and half decent. And I think this rinseless wash by DIY Detail, I don't know if it's got anything in the product, but it kind of gives a nice glossy look to it compared to the other rinseless that I'm using. It kind of gives it a nice look, so I'm really happy with that. And lo and behold, I missed cleaning this mirror. I totally forgot about it, but I'll pick that up another time. So I'm really happy with using the rinseless. It was the very first time I actually used it. I did use it on my wheels a little bit, but I didn't put that in the video because I didn't think they turned out too good. So I had to go with it. But I think these wheels do need some deep cleans. There's a lot of fallout that needs removing. So right guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I think I'm getting more used to using rinseless. I think I'm a convert to using rinseless, and I hopefully will be using it a lot more in the future. Hopefully I will see you on the next one. So take care and thank you very much for watching.